Hello and welcome to Peggy's Plants, coming to you from Central Florida. Today I'd like to share with you some plant mail from Greenspaces.id. This is a sponsored video and I have partnered with Greenspaces several times in the past, and they extended again the offer to send me some plants to review and share with you. They offered to let me pick 3 plants and then they would pick 3 plants for me. I decided to switch things up a little bit this time and tell them, you can pick all 6 plants for me. However, I would love for them to be Anthuriums, and they were actually able to do that for me. So as I struggle to get this box open, as you can see, is very well packaged, I'll share with you a little bit about Greenspaces.id in case you're not familiar with them. Their website is Greenspaces.id, and if you use the code Peggy20, you'll get a 20% discount. Greenspaces.id is out of Indonesia. Their plants run the gamut. They have a great selection. They have very rare plants that are a little bit more expensive, but overall the plants are less expensive than you generally find in the US. The nice thing about shopping through Greenspaces.id is you don't need an import permit because they partner with a company in New Jersey and your plants arrive straight to your door from New Jersey. So check out their website. It's a great way to add some very hard to find plants to your collection for a fraction of the price. Go to the description box below this video for all of the details regarding their social media pages, the link to their business, as well as the discount code Peggy20. Now let's get into this box and check out these plants. Taking a look in the box, as always, it appears to be very well packaged. I've never had a lot of damage from plants because of packaging from this company at all, and I have purchased from them as well as collaborated with them many times. So here's how neat things are in the package, and let's get in here and check out the condition of the plants because that's what matters most. Okay, we'll start with this little one here in the cup. Okay, this is labeled as an Anthurium Silver Blush White Mint. And as you can see, it is a seedling or a plantlet, whatever you want to call it. But okay, this is interesting. I've never gotten anything like this from them before. But as you can see, well packaged. The plant, I can say, is not damaged at all just from looking at it here. So let's see what we have here. I left it in the sphagnum moss and wet the moss and left it like that for the first 3 or 4 days. And then I repotted it in leca where it has been for a week and a half. And it is doing rather well. The leaves look like they're a little bigger. The plant has never shown any decline. So far, everything is going well with this plant. Moving on to the next plant, which is the Anthurium luxurians Indonesia crossed with the Papillianum. If I butchered that, please bear with me. If you follow me, you know I have a hard time with that word every time I say it, but you know what I mean. So let's get in here and see what this plant looks like. I have really gotten into the Anthuriums lately. I guess for like the last 2 years or so. I've been able to keep them alive and get them to thrive, so I'm very excited about them. So let's see what we have here. Now, these plants have been in the package and did come from Indonesia, even though the final shipment comes from New Jersey. So let's see here. There's some yellowing on the leaves. You expect that. Those leaves are not going to turn green again, so I'll trim those off and everything. But the plant, the stem of the plant seems to be healthy. So I am hoping that I am able to revive this one and get it growing really well. So let me get it out of here and see what I have for roots. Okay, these roots do appear to be a little dehydrated, which is not that unusual with imported plants. And I do see a little spot here with some rot, a soft spot. So I'm going to remove all of that. Don't want to leave any of that on the plant and let that dry out. And then I will hydrate these roots and go from there. Now here's a good look at the roots. They ended up looking a little better than I actually anticipated, so I'm happy about that. I will place this plant in some water with some Super Thrive added to it and let it hydrate for a day. After hydrating the plant, I went on and potted it up in leca, which is just my medium of choice for my anthuriums. And as you can see, both leaves are still alive and well. There's been no more evidence of rot on this plant, and it's doing quite well, doing better than I expected, actually. It really bounced back quick. And it's been in this pot for a week and a half, and as you can see, doing well. Okay, and moving on to the next plant. Um, and you may have noticed that none of these plants are in soil. You can't import plants in soil. This is the Anthurium King of Spades, small. I'm excited about this. I've never had any of these Anthurium. None of these have been repeats so far. This is a really pretty plant. I'm loving it, trying to get to the roots here to see what I'm working with. Um, uh-oh. These may have a bit of a problem. These roots are really dried out, and at the end they don't really seem a lot of them don't seem viable, but the leaves are beautiful on this plant. So I hope I'm going to be able to hydrate it and revive this plant and have it thrive. It's beautiful. Here is the Anthurium King of Spades after being hydrated and then potted up in leca for a week and a half. It's still on the struggle bus, definitely. The roots weren't looking really good. I meant to take a shot of them in the end, but I forgot to. But yeah, if I have to say that I'm concerned about one of these plants making it so far, it would be this one. Fingers crossed, and on to the next one. And it is an Anthurium papillilaminum mint. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Let's see what we have. Honestly, I haven't been buying the hot plants lately, so I don't even know what the plants that are all the rage are anymore. I'm just focusing more on the plants that get my attention and the ones that I want and the kind that I want to grow. So like I said, I'm into the anthuriums lately and I'm very excited. Now, when plants are imported, they are inspected, they are treated with pesticides and all of that to make sure that they don't bring any pest in. So I don't go back and retreat these plants or anything like that. The priority is always hydrating and acclimation. And Greenspaces is one of the companies that has been importing to the US for quite some time. And they have it down the packaging so that there's not a lot of condensation on the leaves so that they don't get all soft and mushy and things like that. So yeah, they definitely know what they are doing when it comes to importing plants. And this one is looking really, really good. I'm going to take it out of the moss and get a look at these roots, because if the roots are good, that's half the battle. I'm really liking what I'm seeing for the roots for this one, and I'm excited about that because I really like this plant. So far, it's looking really, really good. Yeah, look at these leaves. This is a beautiful plant, and I've never seen one before. Absolutely beautiful. I love the long narrow leaves. Look at these roots, guys. Look at these roots. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, there are some dead bits on the end. I'm going to remove those just like I removed the yellow leaf and everything like that. I always take this opportunity to really clean up the plant before I hydrate it and before I transplant it, which will be to leca as well. And after being potted up in leca for a week and a half, this is what the plant looks like today. I only have 2 leaves left on it, and it looks like these 2 leaves are going to be with me. At least I'm, sending those vibes to the plant, but it seems like it's going to be okay. And I'm really going to try and show you guys an update on these plants. I say that every time, and I seldom do, but I'm trying to get better. Moving on to the next plant, which is even bigger. Okay, we're moving on up bigger and bigger. And this one is the Anthurium hybrid BVIT crossed with the Zara Michelle. I'm not familiar with any of those things, so I'm excited. Oh, look at this plant. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Now, this leaf is not up. Just like I was going to say, this leaf is not going to make it, but look how pretty that is. These are big, beautiful leaves. Oh my goodness. Very nice. I'm so easily distracted. Let me get into this plant and see what we have in terms of roots. But look at this beautiful plant. Okay, now here's a look at the roots. It's like some of them are like ropes, and the other ones are just like dead and non existent. So I think I have a good chance of this plant doing really well. There's enough of a root system here, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the petiole from the leaf that fell off, and anything else on here that's not viable. Clean up the plant and hydrate it and show you what it looks like afterwards. Here is what the plant is looking like today. As you can see, it no longer has 3 leaves, it has 2, but these 2 are going strong. It's like the plants I always think are going to do the best are the ones that sometimes tank. This one had some issues, but in the last week or so, it has definitely settled down. It's holding its leaves up on its own, and everything looks like it's going to do okay. So I'm just hoping that someday it'll put off another leaf for me. That's giving me the sign that everything's going to be all right. So I'm holding out for that sign, but it's a beautiful plant, and I look forward to having it in my collection. Absolutely beautiful. And here we are with the sixth and final Anthurium, which is the Anthurium zoriaki. So I realize now I've never owned one of these either. But these are nice thick leaves, and just gonna, clean up the plant like I've done with all the rest of them. But nice thick leaves on this plant. The ones with the thickest leaves tend to travel best in my experience, and tend to do just better for me. But honestly, I haven't had a bad time with most of them. Now that leaf fell off, so I'm down to 3, but I do have some roots here that I'm sure I can work with. At least I'm pretty sure, and a lot of potential for growth on that stem. So yeah, I'm excited about this dorayaki as well. Look at that, just absolutely beautiful veining. Here is what it looked like after I potted it up in some leca. It is down to 1.5 leaf. It has been like that for quite some time now. Initially, I think it went into a little bit of shock and some leaves turned yellow, but this has been hanging in here like this, and it's doing quite well for me, and I'm excited about it. So that's all. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you so much for your support. Stop by Greenspaces.id. Look in the description box for all of their social links. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Green Spaces ID, for once again collaborating with me. And don't forget to use code Peggy20 for a 20% discount on your order should you decide to do so. Stay well, take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.